Hello everybody, I'm DerTebbers. This is your Farming Simulator 15 mod spotlight here in Coburg Park Farms. Link to the farm is in the description, as always, this quarter. We have some interesting mods. I'm going to start with the vehicles and then we're going to talk about the placeable. So let's go in here. So in the vehicles, we have, I just drew a blank. Tippers. We have the Palletenanger, 20,000 to buy, 10 a day to own. One thing to know about this, if you download the link is in the description. If you download it, it has a 1.1 at the end of the zip file. You need to get rid of the period. It needs to be 1_1 or 11 or something like that. Periods are not allowable in the zip file for Farm Sim, so you have to remove that in order for this to work. Let's buy it. Cool. In a category of some sort. Probably in MISC, I think, if I remember correctly. Yes. In MISC, we have this Flygull. It is a pallet Flygull. 25,000 to buy, 20 a day to own. So we'll buy that guy. Cool. Now, in front loaders, we have a pallet gripper thing. 1,200 to buy, 15 a day to own. So let's buy that. Colors don't matter. It's that. Okay. So here are the things that we have purchased. And you might be going, well, okay, what's the point? So these can carry bales as well as presumably logs. What they're actually designed to do is carry pallets. There's an invisible here. I've hit an invisible right there at the end. So the pallets don't slide off the back. Well, that's probably pretty clever, actually. Actually, probably pretty clever. Now, what is there that is palleted? Well, obviously wool is palleted, but that's not the only thing. This is specifically designed to pick up a specific kind of pallet, and that pallet is generated by our placeable. So let's go in here and check out our placeable. It is a sawmill. Okay, it's a placeable sawmill. It's going to make pallets with boards and wood chips from logs. The pallets can be sold at the spinnery, and the wood chips are wood chippy. 250,000 to buy. Now this is actually something that has to be powered, and you power it with various things that you generate in your farm. Where is my farm, by the way? Is it this way? Aha! I found the farm. So can we put it somewhere logical, like there? That's completely illogical, but I'm trying to get it so that stuff isn't buried in the ground, because there's really no flat land here on this particular farm. I think that's what we're gonna have to do. Ew. Okay. There's got to be flat land somewhere I can put this on. Put it in these people's front yard. That's a good spot for it there. All right, how about this? That's about as flat of the land as we're gonna get. All right, so let's put that there. All right, let's go check that guy out. Fastest way is going to be to tab. And then back tab to find... Oops. This works. Okay, so this mill requires you to power it. And your power comes from stuff. So you can use wood chips. You can use you can use wood chips. You can use grains. I think you can even use silage. But you're gonna have to power this particular facility. Then you're gonna put the logs on here, and then it will actually saw the logs up, and then you'll get boards. So there we go. Fuels, logs, products. Look at that. Yeah. So let's see. I think I have a truck. Let's fast tab and see if we can find him. He's up on the hillside. Nope. Close enough. Let's see if this will work. We have 18,000 liters of grain here. I think it's straw powered, but we're gonna try grain because I don't feel like eating straw, honestly. But we're gonna try the grain. I don't think it'll work. You provide power to it, you provide logs to it, and then you're gonna get pallets of goodies. That's what it amounts to. Presumably I'm putting fuel in there. Yeah, right. Alright, let's try that. Yeah, nope. Yeah, nope. All right, let's try in the obviously painted zone and see what we get. Now, this is something that is very difficult to test out in the short time span I give for any one of these mod spotlights. In addition, because it's... All right, enough of that. Because it's placed on this hill, it's really in a really bad position. Getting the wood chips out is going to be a trick. Okay, wood chips. It's going to be a trick unless I have the proper equipment. Still, this is a really cool addition to any map that doesn't... Oh, good lord, I got stuck. There we go. That doesn't have a sawmill. And you might say, well, Dare, this is Farm Sim 2015. They all have sawmills. Well, they don't. A map I was going to do for the Twitch stream didn't have a sawmill on it. And so I switched to this one for the Twitch stream. Well, now I have a sawmill. And that's a great thing. Additionally, I'm powering it with my stuff. And I believe it is straw powered. It's actually described very well by the mod author in the link. So I have a place to get rid of my straw. Now, I do have a lot of animals, so I want to actually keep my straw, but I have a place to get rid of my straw. I get pallets of wood. Then I need to transport my pallets of wood. I transport my pallets of wood using the other mods we looked at already very briefly when I get back to the place where the things might be. There we go. So this hooks up to your front end loader and grips the pallets, and then you load it onto your trailer. You have the flygirl trailer or you have the tow behind trailer. And again, you can use these for other things as well. Bales, you can get bales on here, hay and straw bales. You can get sheep bales on here as well. And I would think, based on the fact I can walk through the entire distance of this thing until the back, that I could put logs into this, which would probably be a good thing. So now we have a way to create wood when we don't have a sawmill in the game. Or, alternatively, have another sawmill next to your farm so you don't have to drive all the way out to a sawmill. Or, alternatively, when you buy a big, giant, flat field and you plant it full of trees, you can put a sawmill in the middle of your field and then you have a very short distance to take things. Interesting concepts that you can do with this placeable sawmill as well as these things. Now, obviously, I can't show you it working. It takes a while to get it going. It's not something that I'm actually disposed to do here in the very short, brief time I have for mod spotlights. It is something I'm going to play with over time, and I think is a really great thing for you to look at if you ever have an issue with sawmills, or you just want to play with planks of wood, because some people want to play with planks of wood. And I would think that because it's placeable, it's very easy to convert a placeable mod into a map built mod. Something built into a map. So I could envision this being built into many maps in the future where you actually have to transport the wood to another location. I know, a very different mod spotlight, but a very different mod overall. So that was the placeable log mill along with the pallet trailers. I know, it's interesting. It's different. It's strange. You probably expected something completely different, but I hope that you understand why I did this particular mod and appreciate that it is unique, and you do actually probably need all the pieces of equipment here to actually make it work properly. Let me know what you think about this particular mod. If you've used this mod, if you found any issues with this mod. Again, I'm going to be testing this mod off camera for quite a while. So you probably could expect it in a Twitch stream at some point in time in the far future. Until next time, I've been DerTebbers. This has been your very unique Farm Sim 15 mod spotlight of placeable lumber mill and pallet trailers and pallet fork. Until next time, happy logging, everybody.